Hey everyone, Madrybread here. Pokemon Fire Red with only one Dunsparce was a real back and forth solo run. Let's follow that up with a very highly requested one. Today's the day that we figure out, would I be able to beat Pokemon Gold with a team of only one Rattata? You guys know this Pokemon, it's the first one I ever used in my first ever Pokemon challenge. Super weak stats, with much lower base stats than that of first form starter Pokemon. Our only saving grace is decent speed and tolerable attack? It's not much of a compliment, but I mean, look at these stats. By level up, all we get that's good is Hyper Fang and Super Fang. Hyper Fang is probably just going to be replaced by Return, but Super Fang could possibly still be good. Maybe it'll work on Red Snorlax. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's my best choice. By TMs we can learn some crazy stuff like Thunder and Blizzard, so that's cool. Maybe we do Return, Thunder, Blizzard, and Super Fang by the end of the game? Seems like a reasonable moveset. Our special attack is abysmal, but I'll take what I can get for type coverage. Like always, I'm writing the script as I go through with the challenge, so all of this part is being written before I've started. Everyone comment down below and guess if I can win or not. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances. Rattata can learn some pretty crazy moves by TM, so I'm feeling good about our type coverage. I still think we might need to be max level before we can beat Red though. Oh, and I don't think it's actually pronounced Rattata. In fact, I'm almost certain it's not, but that's what I called it as a kid. So, I'm just gonna keep calling it that. Let's explain the rules. In combat, I can only use Rattata. I'll need other Pokemon to use HMs, but I won't be allowed to use any of those Pokemon in battle. No glitches or exploits, no items in battle, only Pokeballs, held items, and items outside of combat are allowed. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Let's do this. So right off the bat, I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Chikorita with Rattata so that we can do the whole run with it. I name him Manbar after a really old reference to an old series called Flash Trash that's on this channel, as well as a reference to Manbar, the Rattata I used in my first ever Pokemon challenge 3 years ago. Crazy how time flies. So, early game travel. Not too much to say here since the game is already balanced for a weak Pokemon like Rattata at this point. The first couple levels are hard since we have to heal after basically each fight, but as soon as we're at least 3 levels ahead, we're fine. I made sure to pick up the phone number of youngster Joey, of course. I feel like he's our real rival in this run. I bet our solo Rattata run goes better than his. Oh, and Bellsprout Tower was super easy. I actually considered not bothering with this yet since it's not required anyway, but Flash is super useful for getting to Red in the post-game, and we do need the extra experience. Yeah, the Flung Gym might be easy, but Pokemon Champion Russell is right after, and I don't think we can get our hands on any moves before then that are any good. At Faulkner's Flying Gym, we didn't even go in with full health, and we still took out his team just fine with Hyper Fang. Yeah, this isn't really the part that I was worried about. Literally right after, as I was gonna make some progress, youngster Joey called to tell you to follow me on Twitter, where I ask you fun questions like, do I have a YouTuber voice? Gonna be honest, still don't know exactly what that means. I kinda feel like YouTuber voice probably means something different to most people. Anyway, Joey didn't want to fight, so let's get moving. Okay, so we have that fight with some Geodudes coming up. We don't get any great moves to deal with this yet, and we don't get Super Fang until level 34, so I might just have to make sure that we're a high enough level to brute force it. I kind of think that we might already be a high enough level to do it with Hyper Fang, but at the same time, Rattata has really awful stats, so it's possible that we're still not ready yet. Maybe the flinches from Hyper Fang will carry us through though. So, the Hiker battle actually went pretty well. The first 2 Geodudes were one-shots, although the second one was probably just from the critical hit. The third Geodude couldn't really hurt us, so it went perfectly fine. Don't know why I was worried. All that's left before the Bug Gym and the rival fight is Slowpoke Well, so I actually really need to level up a little bit. We have no moves that hit ghost types, and our rival has one, so we're gonna have to learn Mud Slap for the fight. It's only a 20 power move though, so I'm gonna have to get every last level that I can on my way there. Okay, Bug Gym. Metapod and Kakuna were both fine, obviously. Scyther and his Fairy Cutter is a bit of an issue though. We could 3-shot him, but he can 3-shot us too, and he's faster. That's a shame. If we were faster, then we could make him flinch. Let's try the rival fight instead. So, I kinda thought the rival fight would be a challenge, but we never even took damage. Mind you, part of it is that our rival's move choice is really weird, but I think we'd have had to have missed a lot to actually lose. I still don't feel like I'm ready for the Bug Gym, but maybe I'll just grab one more level and give it another try. Well, this attempt went way better. Despite only being 2 levels higher than last time, we're not only faster, but can also 2-shot Scyther. Weird to think that such a small jump in attack could make such a big difference, but I guess that's pretty typical for the early game. Now, the next real big challenge is the normal gym, and I don't think that we'd be ready to handle Miltank's rollout just yet. If we're faster, then maybe we can make her flinch, but Miltank is actually really fast, so we'd need to be a higher level than her. I do pick up Return while I'm in Goldenrod, and that could get us the win, but at the same time, I'm not sure that our friendship is maxed out yet. Hyper Fang is already 80 power, so it's nearly as strong, plus it can cause flinching. Hyper Fang might be our go-to move for just a little bit longer. So Clefairy was just a one-shot with a critical Hyper Fang, and next was Miltank. I thought we'd probably win because of flinches, but Miltank just ended up missing a rollout, so we got a really easy win. Not gonna lie, I thought that would be harder. And as we left the gym, Joey called. Hi Joey, it's not evening. Well, he wants to fight, and I don't have Fly yet, so it's a little bit of a trip, but you've gotta give the people what they want. I bite the whole way there. On one hand, it's nice that I have the squirt bottle, so at least I don't have to go through Union Cave in the forest again, but I haven't fought the Northern Trainers yet, so that took a little while. Once I got to him, we just one-shot him with Hyper Fang. Sorry, Joey. Better luck next time. Wanna come with me to the Kimono Girls dance hall? I hear there are shirts on sales, and it looks like you could use a fashion upgrade. We're at the dance hall, so you know it's time for the Chimera ad. This week I'm going over the Essential Short Sleeve t-shirt. See, I can tell this shirt is great for 3 reasons. 1, I have a couple, and they're the comfiest t-shirts I own. 2, they're best sellers on the website, so people seem to agree with me that they're great. And 3, they're only 20 bucks. For a shirt that feels great and is literally gonna last you years, that's really good. As you can tell on screen, they come in loads of nice looking colors, so you get quite a bit of choice. And if you aren't into short sleeves, then they even make long sleeve versions. If you want to look as good as this guy, then you're going to have to dress as well as him too. And you can, thanks to Chimera, linked in the description. Make sure to use the code MADRYBREAD at checkout to get a discount and let them know that I sent you. Now, I need to get ready for the Ghost Gym. So before we can fight Morty and his team, I went to the National Park to pick up the TM for Dig. Not the strongest move in the world, but this is before Pokemon had abilities, so we can actually hit Morty's ghost types with this, and since they're all part poison type, it'll be super effective. I'm not totally sure if we can win yet, but between Dig and them not being able to use ghost moves on us, I'm feeling hopeful. The Ghost Gym itself is a weird fight. See, Curse doesn't work on us while we're underground using Dig, so they can't actually do much to us. We lost the first attempt because of Gengar's Hypnosis and Dream Eater combo being so strong, but on the second try he missed Hypnosis, and since he's the only Pokemon who doesn't get one-shot by Dig, we win pretty easily on the second try. That said, we have the Fighting Gym and the Steel Gym next. I'm really not feeling good about either of those. We can't learn any moves that are good against most of what we're going to fight, but at least Dig is strong against Steelix. Not that I'm expecting it'll do much, considering just how much defense Steelix has. Plus, the Fighting Gym is usually an easy one, but we're a frail normal type. I think I'll just get one shot. That's why I decided to do the Rocket Hideout early. We need the extra levels, and the money we make from this place means that we're closer to being able to afford the good TMs. I might get Thunder still, but I know for sure I want Blizzard. It's not as accurate as it was in the Gen 1 Rattata run, but it's still going to be just about required for the Lance fight later in the run. I want to make sure that I've at least got Blizzard before the Dragon Gym. Okay, boss rush time, starting with the Ice Gym. First up is Seal, who I just one-shot with Return, and second was Dugong. It hits us with Aurora Beam before going down, but we actually lost almost a third of our health from it. Last was Piloswine, who we just hardly took to half health, nearly took us down with Blizzard, then went down to Return. If we were a level or 2 lower, we probably wouldn't have gotten that knockout, and I bet we would have lost. At the first try at the Fighting Gym, we one-shot Primeape, but ended up going down to a single Dynamic Punch from Poliwrath. That's alright, it's only a 50 accuracy move, we can just try a few times. Literally the next try, he just misses Dynamic Punch, so we won. Let's hope it's that easy at the Steel Gym. Alright, first try at the Steel Gym. Both Magnemites were just one-shots with Dig, so that's pretty good. Against Steelix, though, we were doing almost nothing with Dig, in spite of it being super effective. We actually took him to red health, though, and all it took was a crit and one of his Iron Tails missing. Well, Super Fang always takes out half his health, so maybe 2 Super Fangs and a Dig will do it. A few tries later and we get this crazy attempt where his first Iron Tail missed, so we got in 2 Super Fangs. Then we got hit by Iron Tail, dug underground, then she used a Hyper Potion before we could come back. Man, that's brutal, she saw it coming. Maybe I have enough money for Blizzard? It's not super effective, but at least it uses special attack. Man, I only had enough cash to get 3,000 coins. For the whole last chunk, I had to just hang out at the game corner for ages. Oh, and it turns out Blizzard costs 5,500 coins in this game, so I need more coins than I expected. I swear this Blizzard TM better be worth it. Alright, so this took a few tries since Blizzard did less than half his health and damage, but once we finally got a run where Iron Tail missed, we managed to take him down with 2 Super Fangs and a Blizzard. I knew that fight was gonna be brutal. So, Radio Tower is next, and I actually kinda think I might need these levels. Rattata is really frail, and it's starting to catch up to us. There's loads of trainers at this part of the game, though, so I know that I could level up a bit. I'm torn. I think the next rival fight will be okay, and we probably can beat the Dragon Gym with Blizzard, so I don't really need levels for those at all. But right after that is the Elite Four, and I know for sure that we're not ready for that yet. I'm gonna try and level up here while I can. Getting them now will be better than brickwalling later. Rival fight time. First is Golbat, who actually survives Blizzard, hits a weak wing attack, then goes down to return. Magnemite was a one-shot with Dig, Haunter was a one-shot with Dig, and Sneasel was a one-shot with Return. Last was Quilava, who was also a one-shot. Wow, that was easy. Only 2 more fights before the Elite Four now, the Dragon Gym and the last rival fight. I don't think the last rival fight's gonna be an issue, it rarely is, but I could see the Dragon Gym being hard if we don't do much damage to Kingdra. If we can 2-shot Kingdra, then it should be easy, but if it's a 3-shot, then I could see Smokescreen causing issues. Only one way to find out. Now, the Dragon Gym actually took quite a few tries thanks to Blizzard not always hitting, but it didn't take long before we got a run where the only time we missed, they just missed their Thunder Wave. In Gen 2, the AI's status affliction moves have a built-in miss chance. Once we got to Kingdra, we hit Return twice for the win. Super easy. We're on the lead up to Victory Road now, and I'm thinking that we're not ready for the Elite Four yet. I'm sure the upcoming rival will go perfectly fine, but I just can't see us making it far past that. I don't have any good answer at all for Bruno, and I think that we're just too low of a level to put up much of a fight. I'm not gonna grind quite yet, but I did fight most of the trainers on my way. Last before the Elite Four was the final rival fight, but we literally didn't even take a hit. I mean, we should have, but the Typhlosion ended up getting crit by Return and went down in only 1 hit. The entire rest of his team couldn't handle us on a good day, so we're actually at the Elite Four at a lower level than I expected. Now that we're at the Elite Four, though, let's take a look at our stats. Not gonna lie, I don't think we stand a chance yet. Our defense and special attack are shockingly low. Our attack isn't even 100, and our health is only at 126. We'll probably just get one-shot by Bruno's Machamp or Hitmonlee. Even if we got all the way to Lance, I don't know how well we'd do against his Charizard. Still, it's at least worth a try. Make your final guesses on if we can win this or not. Let's do this. But right before I went up the stairs to the Elite Four, Joey called to tell me that he beat a really tough Caterpie the other day. Ooh, I hear that your solo challenge is going great. Thanks for checking in, Joey. First is Psychic Trainer Will. I don't even know what to say about this one. It didn't go how I expected at all. We didn't get hit a single time. Part of that was thanks to a lucky crit, but for the most part, it was just a load of one-shots. We got hit by Leech Seed, but that doesn't damage you on rounds where you make something faint in this game, so it never actually hurt us. Blizzard didn't even miss. This was the first try. Second is Poison Trainer Koga. It started great with a crit one-shotting Ariados, then we took down Venomoth with 1 hit of Return. For Fortress, though, I had to start using some Super Fangs to chip away at him, but then he just used Explosion to completely one-shot us. I legitimately didn't see this coming at all. Alright, so I'm gonna have to grind at least a little bit. I know we're gonna need 2 for Bruno anyway. I don't really have any good answers for the Fortress problem. He's only weak to Fire type, and we don't have any Fire type moves that we can learn. I tried using Blizzard on one of the tries, but that did even less than Return. So overall, pretty rough situation. The way I look at it, I should just grind till I'm maybe level 62 to 65. It's enough of a lead that I think I'll be faster than anything I fight. So between that and the little extra bit of damage and health, that might be enough to get a win? Okay, next time I'd got there was at level 64, and this time just using a Super Fang a couple times, then Return, got us the win. He didn't go for Explosion. I guess he might have known that it wouldn't have been a one-shot anymore, but I'm not sure. After that was just a Muck who never landed a hit, and his Crobat who stalled us out with full restores for a little while until we won pretty easily. Third was Fighting Trainer Bruno. Hitmontop was a one-shot with Return, as was Hitmonlee right after. Hitmonchan took out a good quarter of our health with Mach Punch before we one-shot him, and next was Machamp, who probably could have finished us off with a Cross Chop, but he actually missed, letting us take him down. Last was Onyx, so I tried to finish it off with Return, but it did less than half of his health and damage. He started a Sandstorm, and I got hit again, as his Earthquake and Storm took us all the way into red health. We did take him out on the follow-up, though. I'm just surprised that we even got past Machamp. Fourth is Dark Trainer Karen. Umbreon did a bit with Feint Attack before going down in 2 returns, Vileplume was a one-shot, and Gengar went down after we hit Dig, and she finished herself off with Curse. Murkrow was a one-shot, so no curse damage on that turn, and last was Houndoom, who was also a one-shot. That was actually pretty easy. Finally, Pokemon Champion Lance. First up is his Water Onix, who held on from a return with red health and made it rain. We took him out on the follow-up, and next is Dragonite, so we land a one-shot with Blizzard. Third was another Dragonite and another one-shot with Blizzard, followed by Aerodactyl. Return did just slightly less than half of his health and damage as his Rock Slide hit us hard. We missed Blizzard, but then he missed Hyper Beam. Our next Blizzard hit to take him out. That could have been so bad. Charizard was next, and Return did great damage, but so did his Flamethrower that took us to only 13 health. After that, we hit Return to make him faint, and then took out his last Dragonite with another Blizzard. With that victory, we go into the Hall of Fame and win the run, but you know it's not over yet. Because I just got a call from youngster Joey on the boat over to Kanto. Joey, I'm doing the post-game script thing. You can't interrupt me right now. So, Gen 2 has all of Kanto in the post-game, including all 8 gym battles and a secret final boss fight with Red. Most of those gym battles are super easy because they're weaker than the Elite Four, so I just grabbed the leftover some Celadon so that we could have a solid held item, then made my way to Blue. First was his Pidgeot, who we just one-shot with a critical Blizzard, and second was Alakazam, who went down in 1 return. Rhydon also went down in 1 Blizzard, so fourth is Water Onix. We hit Return for great damage, he made it rain, then we took him out. I love how they often waste time with weather moves in this game. For Exeggutor, I didn't bother with Blizzard and just used Return. He did get us with Leech Seed before we could take him down, though. Last was Arcanine, so right away he outspeeds us with Extreme Speed to take a decent chunk out of us, as we hit Return for a bit more than half of his health. He healed off Leech Seed, but it wasn't enough, and our next return got the win. Okay, that first try win was actually pretty good, but Red is a lot harder than Blue. We might have to level up quite a bit before we can win, but you guys let me use rare candy cheats in the post-game, so at least I won't have to grind. I'm just gonna get in there and give it a try at this level, then we'll start leveling up as we need to. I'm not seeing any obviously better moves in our TM move list to grab for this fight, so I think we're just gonna stick with this. First try, level 75. Pikachu goes down in 1 return despite being a higher level than us, because of course. Right after that is Espeon, who totally rocks us with Psychic, to the point where we can't come back, because of course. Well, you know what? We did a lot more damage than I was expecting. If we had the speed advantage, we'd have taken Espeon down. Level 80. This time Espeon actually went down without hitting us, thanks to our speed advantage and him just using Reflect. That meant I had to use Super Fang on Snorlax, though. It worked on the first round where he used Amnesia, but on the second round we missed Super Fang, and then he crit a Body Slam to one-shot us. Yeah, I don't think I was gonna overpower Snorlax with Return anyway. Level 85. This time Espeon hits Psychic to seriously mess us up, so when we got to Snorlax, a single non-critical body slam took us out. You know what? Return did decent damage. With a few more levels, maybe we can two-shot him. Level 90. This time Return one-shots Espeon, so we get into the Snorlax fight with full health and without Reflect. Thanks to a critical Return, though, we nearly one-shot Snorlax. Unfortunately, his body slam right after paralyzed us, so we just lost. Are you kidding me? Okay, so I'm just gonna try again. I don't even have to level up for this. Level 90 again. On the first return, we just did under half of his health and damage, so I guess there's a damage range going on here. Thankfully, he used Amnesia, then we crit to take him down. Venusaur just took in Sunlight for Solar Beam, so we got an easy two-shot, but against Charizard we got seriously messed up by one Flamethrower. We took him down, but thanks to the damage we took, Blastoise was able to easily finish us off with Surf. I can't believe how frail we are. We're gonna need even more levels. Level 95, everything goes the same until Venusaur, who used Sunny Day this time. Because of that, Charizard's Flamethrower did way more damage, nearly fainting us before we could take him down. The best part is Blastoise could have just taken us out with Surf, but he went for the lower accuracy Blizzard instead. If he just missed, we'd have won. That's it, level 100. We lose literally the exact same way. Multiple times. Hey, why does Blastoise keep using Blizzard when he can take us out with Surf? Is it because he knows that water moves are weaker when Sunny Day is active? Because Blizzard is less accurate during Sunny Day, so it's an even worse choice than Surf. At least Surf has 100 accuracy. Of course he hits Blizzard during Sunny Day every time he needs to. Alright, 9 entire tries later. Every run goes the exact same way without fail at this point, until Blizzard, and then after being hit by it so many times in a row, it felt good to finally have it miss, giving us the win. Well, that got brutal out of nowhere. I'm gonna be honest. I'm honestly just really thankful that it didn't get brutal until the post-game, because at least I didn't have to grind for that. Man, if I had to grind from level 75 all the way to 100, all on the last workday on this, I don't think I'd be able to get the editing for this one done on time. The video would be late. My work has been packed. I really hope you guys like that run. The next Pokemon Challenge should be up next week on Saturday, like usual, when we do Pokemon Emerald with only one Magcargo. I was gonna do Emerald with Slugma first, but a bunch of you pointed out that Magcargo's fire and rock typing might actually be harder since the Pokemon champion is water type in Emerald, and also because when Slugma evolves into Magcargo, it barely gains any stats other than a bunch of defense and special defense. Mostly just defense, actually. Every one of his other stats only raises by a base of like 10, it's kind of terrible. As always, I'm looking forward to your suggestions in the comments, in the challenge request section of my Discord channel, and on Twitter. Subscribe, ring the bell, stay tuned. Alright, outro time. I actually started that Magcargo run already, with a Slugma at the start rather than Magcargo, obviously, like I usually do for any run where I can evolve Pokemon. And man, the rock gym was brutal. I'm not gonna tell you what level I had to get to before I could beat it, because I made a prediction of what level I'd need to be, and I also asked for people to give their predictions, so I don't want to spoil it now, but oh, it was harder than I thought it was gonna be. I'm telling you, I'm really not looking forward to how the end of this run is gonna be when I get to all the water types. You know, the Pokemon champion having 6 water-type Pokemon and I'm double weak against water. I'm not entirely sure what my game plan for that is even going to be. What, like Return? Earthquake? I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out later. Anyway, I need to go get some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon edited. Sorry there's been such big gaps in that, by the way. Just my co-hosts getting really busy for long periods of time, and I get really busy, usually making these Pokemon challenges, which, you know, understandable. I'm sure you understand considering you're currently watching the Pokemon challenges. Anyway, I gotta go get those edited so that you guys can go check it out. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.